Got some questions for you now, alright?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The topic they're on is going to be on sex.
Oh, I hope they ain't over the top.
So we'll start off with a nice easy question, yeah? 75% of women fantasise about their partner dressed as a fireman. If you could pick one uniform to fantasise about somebody, and what would you go for, do you think?
I don't know. Really? Well, I don't know. I don't like uniforms, really. I ain't into uniforms, really, so, I mean...
So you're saying nothing at all? So
really?
you'd rather they be stark bollock naked?
No. No.
No. So you wouldn't like a policeman or a fireman or... What about if a plumber come round here now?
Oh, no.
A plumber with his toolbox, and he got out his tool, and he said, I hear you need your waterworks fixing. What would you say?
Clear off.
1/4 of men's penises are slightly bent when erect.
No, I don't know. I've never took the measure or anything to measure or nothing to see if it's right. So I wouldn't know, would I?
Well, no, that's a fact.
Oh, that is a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Oh, right.
1/4 of men's penises are slightly bent when erect.
Oh, right. Well, that's something I never knew that.
In Greece, in ancient Greece, the common term for a blowjob was called playing the flute. What do you think of that? Why would that be called playing the flute? Why do you think they call it that?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you don't know a lot of these answers, but I want to see what your opinion. What's your opinion of it?
Well, I can't see why that would be called blowing the flute.
No, playing the flute.
Oh, playing the flute. Well, I can't see that.
Ancient Greece, as they call it, but they call it playing the flute.
The flute, yeah. Well,
so why would that be?
I don't know.
Well.
Well, I can't see what that'd be, playing the flute. What that got to do with blowjobs.
What is the Kama Sutra, and what could you explain if somebody didn't know what that was about?
I don't know. I don't know what I'd say. I don't like all these sex questions.
Well, no, I know, but this is all about that. These are questions on it.
Yeah.
What would your definition of rimming be?
I don't even know what that is, so I wouldn't be able...
Well, yeah, but if you had to define rimming, that would be what?
Well, I can't think, can I, what that'd be?
Has to do with somebody's bumhole.
Oh, no, disgusting. No.
Okay, if you had to define the word jism...
Well, I don't even know that either.
What would you... If somebody said to you, look, Lorna, you've got to tell me what this jism is, what would it be?
Well, I don't know that, do I?
Don't you know at all?
No, I've got no idea. All these...
No,
No, I don't. I've got no idea about that. I mean, that's
Okay.
today's all you youngsters. I've got no
What?
idea that.
Today, what do you mean?
Well, all you lot talk, I expect.
What?
That's all your lingo of that, ain't it?
I'll be honest with you, I never heard anyone say that.
Haven't you?
That's an old-fashioned term, I thought.
I've never heard of it.
Oh.
Well, I don't know really. That's all more open, I suppose. And
What's more open?
well, you youngsters just go about and thingy people didn't do it when I was young.
You
like
youngsters
that.
go about and thing me. I don't.
Well,
what do you mean?
How they are.
You
how
youngsters
things
go
are
about and
say
have it
things.
away with people.
Well, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't none of that.
It wouldn't.
No,
No?
not when I can't remember my friends, and that's gone off like that. With
You don't
You just
remember
think
you
they're
going
all,
out with your mates and some of your mates' petticoats were getting lifted?
no, not really.
No.
No, none of them I heard.
If
of.
you could give somebody some advice to spice up their time in the bedroom, what would it be and why?
Oh, I don't know all this, do I?
Well, no, but just what would you say if you were to
I
spice
don't
things up
know.
in the bedroom? You could what?
Well, I don't know, do I? You're all youngsters. I
Well, what would you say? Would you say dressing up? So that you dress up, I don't know,
Well,
a
no,
maid's
because
outfit?
If they're like dressed all up like that, I should laugh.
Well, who? Well, no, I don't mean the man would be dressed up as a maid.
Oh,
I'm talking about a woman.
Right, all right.
Handcuffs?
Oh no, I shouldn't want that sort of silliness.
Or whip? What do you mean silliness?
What bloody handcuffs? Who want them?
Well, people do, don't they?
Well, I know there is such, yeah.
What do you mean there is such?
Well, I mean, I know, I suppose, but...
Who do you know?
Well, I've seen it in the paper, haven't I?
Seen what in the paper?
Well, like that sort of thing. Because things all go wrong, and then that bloody well get killed or something. They lay there in the end, they're dead.
What, from handcuffs?
Well, different things
What,
happen.
somebody's handcuffed them up, they forgot about it and then they left them there?
No, well, all different things like that, all that sort of thing. Sometimes they all go wrong, and then that end in someone getting, well, dead.
What about whips?
No, I don't think.
What about things like nipple tassels?
Oh, no, all that sort of silly things, no.
Well, they're not silly. I think the word you're looking for is saucy.
Yeah, well, you boys all like them, but...
What?
That sort of thing,
like
don't
what?
you? But I mean,
like
I'm
what?
into all that type, would I be?
What? In type of what? What?
Well, like tassels. From tassels.
But what are they for, though? They go on your what?
I was supposed to say, like you say, nipple tassels. So
you wouldn't, or you could have food, so whipped cream.
Oh no, the amount of mess all over you, all on your things of whipped cream. Oh my God, no.
Why?
Well, you think, you washing stuff. All that blooming old...
Well, people aren't thinking, that's the last thing they're worrying about, the washing. Ain't it, really?
Well, I wouldn't
If they start bothering that, they're not worried about the washing. People, why would they be worried about that?
Well, no, I suppose they aren't, but I
So you'd go with, out of them, whipped cream, nipple tassels, handcuffs, a whip, or dressing up in a little naughty maid outfit for somebody to spice up the time in the bedroom. You would choose. You would pick. Which one would you?
I'd have a whip so I could whip them across the arse to give them some good old wax on the arse to make them so that I want some blooming soft.
So, your last piece of advice then, on any piece of advice, if you could give somebody one piece of advice and that... What's that?
T-Mobile. 10 new messages from T-Mobile. Well, who want them? 10 new messages from...
Oh dear. So, if you could give one piece of advice, that's it, on sex, that would be...
Ma, just watch what you're doing. Just be careful what you're doing. That'd be all I could tell you on.
So, all your years worth of life experience, and out of all of that time, your one piece of advice on sex is, well, just watch what you're doing. Really, just be careful.
Yes.
And that would be it.
That's my answer to that. Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about sex,
use a condom. That's right. What they say on the telly. Use, or, all that adverts and things.
Yeah. Do you think they're quite good as questions?
Yeah, in one way, yeah.
Yeah, because they'd what?
For these youngsters, yeah.
Why do you always say you youngsters? Every time you say an answer, you talk about you youngsters.
Well, yeah, I think more about the youngsters than older people, don't you?
Because they don't have it away. Old people.
Well, I don't know. Some old people do, don't they?
Do they?
Well, yeah, some old people do.
What do you mean?
Do, yeah.
Do they?
Of course
Who?
they do, don't they? Old people.
Or people you know?
Well, some people say so, but you know,
How do you think they manage?
Oh, I don't know.
Do they have like a system of hoists and pulleys to help hoist themselves up?
I reckon so.
How do that work? How would that work?
I don't know.
To you? All right. So your advice to a young person on sex would be careful. Watch what you're doing.
Yeah.
Your advice to an old person on sex would be...
Don't put your back out.
Have you don't put your back out?